Y'all gonna ever take care of me and my kids. What me and my kids gonna do? I only got $60 in my food. They come my food stamps is $60. What me and my kids gonna do?
And this right here, this is what happens when you try to flex a little too hard and throw shade at everyone else. Sometimes life has a funny way of responding real quick. Call it karma, call it consequences, but it caught up fast. Not so funny now, huh? But that's just the start. Today, I've got some of the most outrageous benefit-related moments floating around online. And trust me, you're going to want to watch every single clip.
What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? My food stamp will be cut November 1st. I need my fucking food stamps. I've been having my fucking food stamps my whole fucking life. Since I was 18 years old. Over 10 years. That's how I feed me and my kids. My 4 child. I don't have shit. I'm used to the system. I don't have shit. I'm immune to the system. I need my fucking food stamps. Without my food stamps, I don't know how I'm going to live. How I'm going to provide. Is the food shelters closed too? Fuck, I don't know what to do. So you telling me, starting next month, I'm not getting my food stamps. My $568.23.
For a lot of people, this would be a major adjustment, no question about it. Change isn't always comfortable, especially when you're used to a certain routine or level of support. But sometimes life tightens up, and when it does, the only option is to step up, maybe take on extra hours, pick up another shift, or simply push a little harder. It's not ideal. It's not easy. But in tough seasons, extra effort can be the difference between staying stuck and moving forward.
Go get a job. Work 40 hours a week, 9 to 5.
I don't want to.
There it is. Government, take away her food stamps right now. Her income is $1,000. She has kids, and she spends $300 a month on her competitive cheer. Guys, she gets how much in food stamps?
$321.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are technically, as taxpayers, paying for her to go to competitive cheer. This is an indication that we need an audit on our programs, because I'm okay with spending as much as we spend, but I want to take it away from disgusting motherfuckers like yourself and give more to people that actually need it. Missouri, audit how you are handing out your benefits.
I mean, they go based on income.
Income that you're choosing because you're refusing to go work. And then you spend $300 a month, which is what we subsidize you at competitive cheer. I like robust social programs. I really do. You ruin it.
It's honestly tough to watch situations like this unfold. When someone appears fully capable of working, but still chooses to rely on support meant for the most vulnerable, it raises some hard questions. Because those programs are designed for people who truly have no other option. And when they're misused, it doesn't just affect the system. It takes resources away from families who genuinely depend on that help. That's why it feels so unfair to so many people.
You two need to come back in the store.
Excuse me? What's the
yes,
problem?
you too. You didn't scan a couple of your items.
Well, okay, I ain't gonna lie. Hold up, let me handle it. Grown folks talk. You can tell off when I get done. Okay. When they had cut my stamps, I accidentally put some lemon cake in my budget.
Sir, I don't want to know all about that. I want to know about those steaks y'all got.
What steaks?
Them steaks she put in that bag.
Well, ma'am, it wasn't our fault. The lady didn't scan it. Guess what? That sounds like a personal problem.
No, that sounds like you need to come with me.
No, that sounds like you need to tell your work and start scanning stuff and
you need to go.
And did you pay for that cake you're eating?
You didn't pay for it?
No!
Oh, shit. We gotta get the hell out of here.
First off, it's crazy how he's acting like he had no idea anything was stolen. Like, really? We're supposed to believe that? And then, while everything is being exposed, he's still standing there casually eating the food. Zero urgency, zero shame. And nearly $4,000 worth of steak? At that point, we're not talking about survival anymore. That's straight up greed.
Scams are not being abused in our country. I have a lot to say about this, so please listen. A small background, I run a nonprofit for single moms. Did you know that single moms make up more than half of the recipients of food stamps, them and their children. I know many of you are going to say, well, that's not who this bill's targeting. That's not what we're targeting, but we are. Because here's the thing. If that mom needs a soda, or if that kid wants a candy bar, or that teenager wants Takis, they should be able to get those things. I have single moms every month that reach out to me that their food stamps are gone for the month and they need help. So they're not overspending. I don't know where this idea is, and I don't know how people that are rich and that have never struggled with food insecurity are the ones that are getting to make these decisions. The other issue I have with it is not all of these moms have the ability to cook. Some of them don't have working stoves. Some of them don't have working water. And I know that that may be crazy to some of you because you're thinking about America from your small town that you're in or from your small little city. But it's so much bigger than that. And when it comes down to it, if you don't want people to police what you're eating or what you're feeding your children, then why are we trying to police what they eat or feed their kids? So if Coke and chips are like the two main things I keep saying, so why are we not just taking those away from all Americans? Because I guarantee if they were taking them away from all Americans, there would be a lot of people pissed off about their rights. But that's not the case. Because when it comes down to it, we don't care about the poor. We don't care about those people that are less fortunate than us.
I get what she's saying, and I understand where she's coming from. But I also think her perspective might be a little one-sided. Most of her experience comes from running a nonprofit that supports single moms. And in that environment, you're naturally going to meet people who are genuinely trying their best and doing things the right way. So while her view makes sense based on what she sees every day, it may not reflect every situation out there. Context matters, and sometimes our experiences shape how we interpret the bigger picture.
This is what it looks like when you don't have any more food stamps and you got to spend your own money to buy food. Let's go to Costco. No, we don't need it. So the kids would love this, but not today. I got 5 items and the total was $103.92. Sucks not having food stamps.
Okay, this video honestly doesn't add up. The very first thing she shows is a kid's toy set. And last time I checked, food stamps don't cover toys. Then the next item? Just straight up junk snacks, bags of chips. So now I'm sitting here wondering what point she was even trying to prove. Because neither of those examples really supports the argument she's making.
I cannot believe that they're going to be taking away food stamps because I have not worked in over 14 years and now I'm going to be without food for my kids. Like, what am I supposed to do now that the holidays are coming? What am I going to be cooking for Thanksgiving if I can't even afford it? You know, if I'm not getting my November deposit, what am I going to do? And this is what happens when all you asses out there vote for Trump. Like, he has ruined our country. Like, doesn't he have enough with deporting all the people that he's deporting? Like, you mean that now we're going to have to go to work to be able to buy food for our family? That is honestly ridiculous, you know. Like I said, I haven't held a job in over 14 years because I don't want to lose my benefits. So with that being said, if any of you guys see anyone stealing groceries from the grocery store, mind your motherfucking business.
Okay, if someone hasn't held a job in 14 years and has been relying on welfare that entire time, that raises some tough questions. At a certain point, temporary assistance is supposed to be exactly that, temporary. And after well over a decade, it's reasonable to ask whether it's time to re-enter the workforce in some capacity. Support programs are meant to help people get back on their feet, not become a permanent substitute for employment if someone is able to work. Accountability has to be part of the conversation too.
I ain't gonna say no names because I don't really know who the fuck it was. Trump or whoever. I don't really know. I don't know how that shit work. I ain't political. But I will say, you motherfuckers done fucking goddamn food stamps. Slam up. I'm jobless and I'm fucking hungry. I done told these motherfuckers I volunteer 20 hours a week. Because that's the requirements now. Volunteer work 20 hours a week. If I could work 20 hours a week, I might not need no goddamn food stamps. But okay. Told the motherfuckers I volunteer 20 hours a week. Got the paperwork, provided it, submitted it, done submitted it 3 times. Done been out here 15 goddamn times. These little raggedy sons just told me, oh, You don't volunteer for an approved organization.
Working or volunteering 20 hours a week? That's barely scratching the surface. It's basically a part-time schedule. If someone is healthy and physically capable, there's really no excuse not to put in that effort. Whether it's a job or volunteering, contributing in some way is doable and makes a real difference. A little time and energy each week can go a long way, both for yourself and for the community.
My whole house is on Medicaid. My husband, me, our baby daughter. Okay, we're all on Medicaid. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the birth control in my arm that I have. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the antidepressants that I have at no cost to me. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to go to therapy to continue to be the mom I am to the 3 kids and 2 separate houses that I have to do. Without Medicaid, my daughter wouldn't be able to go and get her vaccines and go and get all of the things that she needs as an 18-month-old baby. Without Medicaid, my husband wouldn't be able to go and get the medications that he needs and the treatment that he needs for his disability. Without Medicaid, not a single person in my house would have health care. We are low income. Our only income is my husband's SSI. We're on food stamps. We use food pantries. Okay? Without Medicaid, we would never be healthy. And for us, it's not even like body, it's all mental. For my husband, for me, and then we have a baby who needs Medicaid for vaccines, who needs Medicaid for, I already have 2 children who are diagnosed with autism. So what if she ends up getting diagnosed with autism? We need Medicaid. We need Medicaid. And if you live in America, everybody deserves free health care.
Let's be real. Anyone paying attention knows the U.S. healthcare system is kind of a mess. And it's heartbreaking to see people who truly need coverage struggle just to get the help they deserve. Access shouldn't be this difficult, but unfortunately for a lot of families, it is. It really puts things into perspective about how much work still needs to be done.
So y'all remember that time that I got on TikTok telling y'all about the food stamps? Do y'all remember that time I got on here and told y'all about the food stamps? Why the fuck did they turn my food stamps off? And I gotta pay back $35,000. They turned my food stamp off and I gotta pay back $35,000. Now I'm fucking aggravated because how y'all didn't know I was playing on here? Y'all just running with shit. But them motherfuckers really turned my goddamn food stamps off and I have to pay them back $35,000. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna get $35,000 from, but I have to pay them back. So y'all, watch what y'all put on the internet because everything is not for the internet. And I learned it.
I honestly don't get where people think it's okay to lie to the government. Here's the thing. If they catch you, and chances are they will, there are serious consequences. You could end up paying back the money, facing legal action, or even going to jail. All because someone decided to commit fraud instead of following the rules. It's not worth it. The risk is way too high.
So I go to the food stamp office because I'm like, I'm hoping and praying I'm not one of them ones that they cutting off. So I go up there. Mind you, the line is around the corner. I'm talking about wrapped around the building. I was there 15 minutes before they opened and the line was ridiculous. So I stand in line for the 15 minutes. They start letting everybody in, get you a number, whatever. I was there, I kid you not, for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Then I find out. The lady said, well, are you working? I said, no, ma'am. She says, well, you have to reapply. I said, reapply who? She was like, yes, ma'am, because you have been receiving benefits I've been receiving since December So it's been, 8 months now that I've been receiving benefits. And she was like, because you're not working, you haven't been working since you've been receiving benefits, they stopped benefits. Yeah, I was so hurt leaving the food stamp office. I'm gonna put the video. Like when I first left, I was gonna do a video when I first left, but I got distracted. I don't know what that refrigerator is dang near boneless, and we got a couple of things in the pantry. But I'm just gonna grab me a $4 Gorilla unbeatable meal deal with my last little couple of dollars and pray. Cause why? Why? I got 3 small children and an infant. Or I don't know if you want to call her a toddler. She's 1. I got a 1-year-old. I got little babies. It's hard to find a job with little babies.
Honestly, I'm not sure why there's so much confusion here. If someone isn't actively working, or at least looking for a job, it makes sense that benefits could be paused. That's kind of the whole point. You have to show some effort to keep receiving support. But trust me, that's just the beginning. Wait until you see the last clip. It's absolutely wild.
So y'all eating me up in the comments, but help me out with this. I got 2 packets of oatmeal, and I was only able to come up with this. How do I feed 6 kids with this? Because I'm just a girl. Like, I'm just a girl. So help me out with that. What am I supposed to do with that? Like help me, help you, help me. Like, and yes, this is y'all fault. And y'all responsible. Period. Period. Y'all gonna forever take care of me and my kids. So yeah, help me out. Leave a like, comment, share, and let me know. How am I supposed to split that? Oh my God. What me and my kids gonna do? I only got $60 in my food. They come, my food stamps is $60. What me and my kids gonna do? Like, that's crazy. I looked at my thing, it say $60. What is that? I got about 6 kids. What is that gonna do $60? Like, you got to be kidding me right now. Like, I am so tight right now. I really is pissed off. Pissed off. Like, and my public housing, like, what I'm finna do? I done got an eviction letter. Like, what am I finna do? I was living 3 years rent-free.
And at the end, she kind of revealed everything herself, saying she's been living there for 3 years. 3 years is plenty of time to figure out a way to get back on your feet and stop relying on food stamps. But clearly that didn't happen here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me which moment shocked you the most. I'll catch you all in the next one.